Volare, oh, can.
Ciao! Welcome to Salute. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Joanne Gallo, and today I'm featuring the wine Merlot, and my special guest is artist and interior designer Paula Springer, who we'll meet a little bit later. Merlot, pronounced Merlot, is a red wine that has enjoyed an explosion in popularity in recent years, especially in the United States. Part of Merlot's popularity is due to the fact that it is softer and fruitier than Cabernet Sauvignon, another popular red wine, yet displays many of the same aromas and flavors as a Cabernet. Perhaps you remember the movie Sideways a few years back, where Merlot also gained some attention. The movie Sideways is known for that famous line, "I am not drinking Merlot." This implies that Merlot is somewhat less of a wine, but this is not the case. This wine is very good for drinking and is easy to pair with food. The name Merlot is thought to come from an old French word, merlet, which means young blackbird. The name was thought to have been given either because of the grape's beautiful dark blue color or the blackbird's fondness for the grapes. Let's start with the grape itself. The Merlot grape is a dark blue-colored grape with a thin skin that is used both as a blending grape and for varietal wines. A varietal wine is a wine that is named after a grape such as Chardonnay, Riesling, Pinot Noir, and so on, and must contain 75% or more of that grape variety.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is a miniature sofa, by the way.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
teeny little thing. So just remember, any sofa or even your bed, if you want art to look great over your bed, you want to prop your pillows up. Okay, let's just say these are bed pillows. And here is the headboard.
Okay.
You want your art to be, once again, about that same height over the bed. However, you wouldn't want to be in bed and sit back and bump your head.
Right.
So you want to take into consideration where it feels right, because your head might not even be anywhere near the wall. So if your head doesn't come near the wall, you can hang art right there in that zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So let's do a duo.
Oh, all right. Sounds exciting.
It's called a diptych.
Diptych.
Yes.
Okay. And is that an interior designer term or an artist
Yes,
term?
it's an art term. You probably just call it a pair. So I have, this is a pair that's not as quite a fine a piece as the other. This is an identical pair at this point in time. But I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to make it look as if it might be not identical. Yeah, look
That
at
is
that.
so cool.
So as a pair, there's several different ways to hang it.
Okay.
We could stack them over the side of the sofa. So
say like.
But we
something
wouldn't
like
want to
that, or-
stack them over the back of the sofa. So if we went over there and bring yours down a little bit, and we stack them like that.
I see.
That's a very interesting look, right?
And then how far should they be apart? Like if you're stacking
About 1 inch.
Okay.
Yeah, about
right.
an inch. And now we're going to flip that. We're going to hang them in a horizontal position. And once again, we'll put them about 1 inch apart, and we'll observe the 8-inch rule over the sofa. Okay, we'll bring it down. Now, these are smaller. Notice that the combination of the two makes a long and skinny piece of art. So we might want to raise this up a little bit, about there.
Okay, and then they still need to be about an inch apart. in
Still about
between
an
them?
inch apart. Yep,
Okay.
just like that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
now
colorful.
another way that we could hang these, let's put our living room back together here, karate chop.
Yeah.
Right on. Another way that we might want to hang these is, let's just imagine that we have side tables on either side of this sofa, and they have lamps, okay, right where you and I are standing. So we would want to put the art, split the art up, and put it behind the lampshade at the same height on either side of the sofa,
Okay.
like this. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty even.
Yeah. We might have wingback chairs or lamps, or we might just want this look. There might be a window in between over the sofa. So the art would look great split up like this.
Yes, yes. Wow, a lot of variety. A lot of options.
Yeah, this is a nice way to go. I like to have something in pairs in the house.
Okay, and you said that you got these pieces from where? Or
These are from Bed Bath & Beyond. These are inexpensive giclée prints. They're made to look like canvas. So it really looks like real art.
Yeah.
And I picked them for today because there's no glare.
Yeah, and they're very colorful, very beautiful.
Let's put that over there. Excellent. And now this last piece that I want to hang is a rule breaker. It's going to break all the rules that I just talked about. Did I talk about the standing and sitting positions yet?
No.
Okay, so one of the main rules that I learned when I was an assistant gallery director is that art should be hung to be viewed doing the main activity that you will be doing in the room. So if it's a hallway, you'll be standing when you see the artwork. So you hang the art a little bit higher, And the rule there is that you want your eyes to, at eye level, look at the main subject area of the art. So,
this looks like a lovely piece as well.
this is another Pangea piece. Isn't that stunning?
Yes,
I love her work.
Stunning.
Absolutely love it. This one, if we took out the sofa and we were in a hallway, we would probably hang this piece of art a little higher than we are now, because in a hallway we would be walking. So
And we would want our eyes to meet sort of this part of the painting.
no lower than the bottom inch of the art. No lower than that. So that's a hallway position. Ixnay the ouchke.
Got it.
If we were putting this in the living room with the sofa, we're bringing the sofa back in now. Here it is. It's a real sofa. We would bring the art down. But, as I said, this is a rule breaker, right? Okay. So we're not going to come all the way down to 8 inches. Look what that would do.
Oh, yeah, way too low.
That would be way too low. Yeah, thank you. Way too low. So we want to just kind of edge it up a little bit until it feels right. The mass of the piece will help it have gravity and help it relate to the sofa.
Okay.
But you never want it to feel as if it has helium balloons underneath of it so that it can float away.
Well put.
Yeah. So, there's another way to hang this piece.
Okay, why don't you show us?
Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
Such a versatile piece.
Say you
Gives it a
have
whole new look.
the end of a hallway, okay? And it's just a blank wall at the end of the hall. If you were to use this piece there, you'd have a really great focal point that draws you down the hall. So how high do you want to hang this? It really depends on how high the ceilings are.
Okay.
If you have like a 12-foot ceiling, you want to hang it closer to the ceiling. No, I'm sorry. You want to hang it closer to the floor than you do the ceiling.
That's a 12-foot ceiling? With
A 12-foot ceiling, yeah. So what you're doing is you want to emphasize the height of the room. You never want to hang it like way down here so there's all that space up at the top. So you want about 2/3 of the empty space at the top and about 1/3 of the empty space at the bottom.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so 2/3 and 1/3
Right.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
2/3 at the top.
You want the art to be closer to the floor than it is to the ceiling.
Okay.
Sometimes the ceilings will be huge, and there's no way you could get it even close to the ceiling. So,
Yeah, and I would always like, my first impulse would be to try to center it
right.
between the ceiling and the floor. And what you're telling us is that's not necessarily so, or that's not really the best way to do it.
It's a rule breaker. And there is a rule called the golden mean in art. And what the golden mean is, it's somewhere close to 2/3 and 1/3. It's for the sake of simplification, we'll just make it 2/3 and 1/3. And so you never really want to put something right in the middle in terms of hanging. You want a little bit of variation to keep it interesting for the eye.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for all of those wonderful tips, Paula, and for being my guest on Salute today.
My
I hope
pleasure.
You had a good time. I know
Thank you.
I learned a lot, and I hope everyone else did as well.
I had a wonderful time.
Good, and I think that deserves a salute.
Awesome. It's a great wine.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. All right. Well,
Say the name of it again.
Borgio Convente is the name of the wine.
Borgio Convente.
Salute.
Salute.